Welcome to another episode of Halftime Adjustments. It's your host, Eddie Arnell, my man, G-Wit, back with us this week.
Tighten up, baby.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. Shout out to Ed Mack for covering for me last week.
Shout out to Ed, man. Did a good job. Appreciate you coming on the show,
that, man. Great job. Great job.
Guys, we're back for another episode, week 2.
Preseason.
Had some live action last night.
Yeah, last night was good, man.
Last night was good.
Yeah.
Saw some things that I wanted to see and some things that we still need to work on, but overall I think it was some improvement from week 1.
Absolutely, man. What we saw last night, really, and it just goes to show you how this coaching staff thinks and everything. They really did things situationally, trying to make sure they're able to cover some things. You had some problems. Roger Saffold got trucked. Yeah, man. It was pretty bad. And when you go back and look at it on the tape, man, it looks even worse.
It looks even worse. I think that man's name was Mr. Coward. Mr. Coward to Saffold, right?
He took it to him. But overall, man, I thought the team did good. The first and second team I thought did good on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. The third string, I think they had their wake-up call last night, man. Logan Woodside got his wake-up call along with a lot of people on that defense.
Yeah, a lot of overrunning. A lot of missed assignments, missed gaps. I mean, it is what it is. They're third team for a reason.
Exactly. That's the reason why they're down on the total pole and everything.
Yeah. And these guys are trying to make the team. So
yeah,
you expect to see some bust coverage or bust assignments. And
well, you hope not to see that.
Yeah, you hope not, but
it's not unsurprising that you do. Like I said, like you said. People overrunning the plays, missing their assignments, not staying true to the defense of what they're supposed to be doing, not staying true to the offense as far as what they were supposed to be doing. So, let's get into it.
Yeah. Hey, guys, thank you for joining us, and let's go, man. So the Titans dropped week 2, 22-17 to the Pats after the goal a couple of days this past week of practice. They got to mix it up a little bit, and it seems, by far, though, I had some things I wanted to see. First and foremost, Delaney Walker comes back. That's exciting. He looked good.
Yeah, he looked good.
First live action since the gruesome injury in week 1 of last year.
Yeah, and you can tell he was chomping at the bit to play. I mean, the first catch he had was really a bailout play for Marcus. Old dependable. So it was good. It was good to see him there. Got him out of a jam and everything. He got rid of the ball. Got it to Delaney. Delaney knew what to do. So, and also on the touchdown play too. The seam route was perfection as usual. It's like they never missed each other. You wouldn't think he was gone for a whole year.
That's right.
The way they made that play. So
another thing I want to see, Grove, is will Marcus progress or he regress in week 2? Which I thought he progressed. I thought he looked a lot better. Granted, he only got 8 plays. Week 1, everybody. You wasn't here, so this is what we talked. I know you saw it, but everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people ready to pull him after the week 1 performance and give Tannehill the keys to this team.
Okay, let's just address the elephant in the room, man. Let's to the Titans fans and everything. I understand because Ryan Tannehill actually looks more like the classic QB of what you expect from the position. But in all honesty, for this team, Marcus is the better quarterback. And Marcus is the one they need to have starting. One thing I noticed about Marcus as far as his play is concerned, if he has to play cautiously, his play is just not the same. Marcus can't play cautiously. He has to play within the game and be allowed to run free. So we may start to see a little bit better, even better than what we saw last night from Marcus on Sunday night when we played against the Steelers, because he got out, he got flushed out the pocket, made a good pass towards A.J. Brown and got the pass interference call and everything, and then also ran for the 2-point conversion, although I'm sure when I saw that play, I'm like, okay, that's his last play of the game. He's not coming back in. But at the same time, you saw him, that's the way that his game goes. And the more he gets into the floor of the game, actually the better he plays and the better he throws the ball.
Yeah, and I agree with you, and especially when he's able to get out of the pocket and run. So it seems like it takes him to another level in this game, right?
Yeah.
So he gets more involved.
Yeah. One
thing I didn't like, though, earlier was the offense, how it came out. I didn't like the play calling. And what do you think? Because I think I understand them trying to go a little no huddle. It wasn't really no huddle, it was just getting to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
Marcus
getting lined
called
up.
some plays.
Yeah.
But it just seems stagnant. And I'm going to tell you what I noticed yesterday and what we've been talking about all season from last year and this year
Come
so
on. I know what you're getting ready to say.
Deion Lewis is ineffective in the run game. I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's not the option for this team if Derrick Henry's going to be out for a long period of time, which he's not.
Right. But here's the thing about it. And what you saw last night, in all honesty, what you saw from them is that you see how they really want to run the offense. Mm-hmm. And you can see that when they do run play action, both Marcus and Tannehill, their play action fakes are really good. It gives them plenty of time. Mm-hmm. It's just with Derrick Henry, you're able to sell it better.
Yep.
Because people are, let's be honest, we said it last year, we're saying it again now. Teams are not afraid of Deion Lewis. They're not. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. He's a good back. He can make yardage, but also they know they can get him down one person. He's shifty. Mm-hmm. He can get out some things, but overall, they don't fear him. Derrick Henry, they fear. Mm-hmm. One, because they know he's a power back, so you got to be ready to tackle him. Two, you also know, even as big as he is, mm-hmm. he's capable of taking it to the house. If he gets on you, gets a stiff arm, or gets around you, you're going to have a hard time catching him.
Yeah, I mean, again, Deion Lewis is a great option, but
Absolutely.
he's just not the answer for the run game.
No.
Now he had a couple good runs, where he got some 5-6 yards.
Then
he did a lot of dancing too.
Yeah, it was some good blocking. One time he got caught, didn't have good blocking, but it was a couple of times he made some good runs, and you can see how he was able to find the hole and find the seam and make a good run out of it. You saw it from all the running backs, really.
Right.
Even McNichols had a couple of good runs and everything. And you saw our other boy, Alex Barnes, he has a couple of good runs.
Alex Barnes had a good night last night.
Where they found that the run blocking was good. Once they got hat on hat and everything got into a flow. But overall, like we said, Deion Lewis, no, he's not the overall answer. I know some people may think he is, mm-hmm. simply because he's good in pass protection and he's good catching the ball out of the backfield. Mm-hmm. But when you look at it overall in the scheme of things, the beast is the one.
The beast is the one.
That's right.
Another thing that was exciting going to this game was the debut of A.J. Brown. So
he
had a good week of practice. Although he didn't record a catch yesterday, you did mention that he was able to get down the field, got a pass interference call. Yeah. Good job by him turning his head around, looking for the ball.
Good job of him turning his head around and also coming back to the ball.
Yes.
Which caused because the guy, to be honest, he was face guard and mm-hmm. then ran right into him. So the bottom line was it was a good play on his part and everything. No, he didn't record a catch. But again, like Vrabel said in his post game, you just wanted to get him out there and get him into the floor of the game,
right.
And just to see how he's going to do, because you're going to see him this week against Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Now I will say this: overall, I had no problem with the offense, but I did see a couple of issues. I gotta wonder what's going on with Tajay Sharp.
Yeah,
because Tajay Sharp, and going back and looking at it, he really wasn't getting open, and even Corey Davis struggled in the beginning as far as getting open, and then all of a sudden, it started clicking with him. He got open and ran some good routes and everything.
And you gotta give some credit to the rookie, Joe Juwan.
Oh man, Ooh.
From Vanderbilt.
Ooh.
He was covering. He had some
covering.
great coverage.
He had some great cover skills. Vrabel, when he threw that flag on the pass, what he thought was pass interference, mm-hmm. You could automatically tell it wasn't going to be reversed or anything like that. And when you go back and look at the replay, it was just great coverage. If I will say this though, mm-hmm. in all honesty, if Marcus throws the ball out a little bit more, then I think Corey Davis makes the catch.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's neither here or there. So it's just one of them things.
Yeah, he still got to make that catch though. I mean, you say the ball could have been put in a better place. But, but you would like to see him make that catch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the man got a hand in there. Same thing happened to Taywan Taylor on that long ball that he got hit on and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
he actually was in great position to make the catch. The DB just made a great play on the ball.
And it was a great throw by Tannehill.
Yeah.
So, and then the next thing I want to see, could the defense keep progressing? Because right now I think they're having a solid offseason, solid preseason.
Yeah.
And again, I saw last night they did pretty, even though they were playing against the back of Hoyer. But still, you expect, if you play against the back of you expect, because in the past,
Let's be honest about it now. Hoyer's the same position that we have with Tannehill. He's a former starter in the league.
That's right.
So he knows how to make the plays and everything. He played with Houston. Him and DeAndre Hopkins used
mm-hmm.
to give everybody the blues.
Mm-hmm.
But you also saw one of the reasons why he's no longer a starter in the league with that interception he threw, where Logan Ryan just read the route and just got in front of it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he threw the ball at behind the man, really, and Logan Ryan got a chance to get ahead of it. I would say this on the defense. I thought our run defense was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I still say our secondary. that pass he missed in the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was open. I'm afraid if Brady's in the game, that's instead of jumping up, maybe possibly hitting the receiver, you're gonna have to be tackling him because he was open. He just missed him.
Yeah. And last night I saw Pamphile getting some reps with the ones at right guard. He did pretty good.
He did pretty good.
Still, I guess Kelly's gonna be that guy left tackle for now until we'll see as the next couple weeks go along. Before the first game comes up.
You can pretty much bank on that almost. I think for the most part, I think the starting offensive line is probably pretty well set. What we saw last night is probably going to be it.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I give them credit. They're working some things around. You saw Jamil Douglas working center for a little while.
Yeah.
Of course, Corey Levin is also a center who had to do some work at guard. So you see the differences and everything. They're trying to figure out these combinations, but more than likely, what we saw at the beginning of the game, that's what we're going to get.
And one other thing I was really impressed with was, Dean Pease keeps throwing those little blitzes in there, man. And they're working, right?
And nobody ever showed the replay of the penalty that was on Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that, man, because, they ran that blitz to perfection. You saw Jayon Brown go in and take on the running back and clear the lane for Kenny Vaccaro, and, man, he did his job.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. That was the problem I had last night on the defense, and it seemed like we were running into that quite a bit. Was, we make a good play on third down, supposedly getting out of the situation, and then have a penalty. You just can't do that. So Vrabel was upset about that because it was killing him, man. On that sack, that was third down.
Yeah.
And you get ready to get the ball back with great field position because he had sacked them, back past the 20, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Right, but then you got to give credit to the defense again. Mac Dickinson with a big tackle for loss on third and short. The guy is making a case to make.
Yeah.
Not only him, but Isaiah Mack.
Undrafted
free agent at UT Chat. Somebody mentioned him.
Earlier. Yeah, UT Chat man is in the house, man.
That guy's balling right now.
Man, he's playing great, man. Showed great speed, great get off. Great move on that guard, man, when he got the sack and everything. It was beautiful, man. You look at that, man, you see, you definitely see his talent. The question is going to be, he's playing with the seconds and everything. Is he going to be a viable backup for us? Because as I know, the preseason is almost playing like it's a little bit faster than college speed, but it's not regular season speed.
Right.
So you got to see how it's going to go and the different techniques and everything.
Again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Ed Aaron LG with
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
So they want to know what's wrong with Nate Davis.
I agree. I want to know too. But we won't find out until week 1, really, because Vrabel's not going to say anything. But one thing you notice about Vrabel, you notice it from last year. He's good at one. He won't tell you what's wrong with anybody until it's time to tell you what's wrong. And 2, he's also making sure that he keeps everybody healthy. As much as possible. So he's not going to rush anybody out there. It's the same way with Derrick Henry. He's not going to rush him out there as well.
That's right. There's no need. There's nothing to prove right now for Derrick Henry. We need him for week 1.
Exactly.
And that tough 4-game stretch we got at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
The defense, like I said, showed better improvement. The offense looked a little better as far as Marcus goes, his time and his rhythm. Him stepping up in the pocket. I thought he really stepped into his throws better than he has been. He had one high throw to Deion Lewis, which, he had some pressure in his face to really step into. But overall, I think he looked better.
But again, those are the things where receivers, quarterbacks make receivers make quarterbacks. Right. So the bottom line is, every throw is not going to be perfect. You have got to make some catches. I always go back to this little thing. When you go back and you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers of the 70s, Terry Bradshaw was not that great of a quarterback. But he had receivers that would absolutely go get the ball.
Got to go get the ball.
And that's what our receivers have got to do. They got to go and get the ball and make the catches for them. And that makes your quarterback better and also makes your team better.
That's right. And so, Tannehill, again, he looked pretty good. He looked like, his normal self. He had first with a good pass on the sideline.
That was a nice dime, man. That was a nice dime.
Especially after catching the high snap. And under the red, had somebody on his leg. So, that was a great throw.
Yeah, that was a great throw.
And he hits McNichols. Again, I can't say enough about Jeremy McNichols. If he doesn't make this team, man.
Well, here's the thing about it. And this is what you got to remember. And the bottom line is going to be this. And we said this from the beginning.
Yeah.
A lot of players want to make the team on special teams.
That's true. And I hadn't seen them on special teams.
Because the talent depth that we have right now is such to the point that that's the way you're going to make the team is playing special teams. If you don't play special teams, it's going to be hard, which is, has me a little bit, really concerned about Tajay Sharp because, think about it. He didn't have record a catch last week. He didn't record a catch or a target. See, that's the thing that's bothering me. He's not even meriting a target. So, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I mean, he had a hard time getting off the line with press coverage, even when he got off the line and ran his route. Now, he could be running decoy routes. You never know. But the bottom line was, you see over the past 2 games, no targets for him at all. I mean, that's concerning.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier. We said we thought we had a lock for the 5 receivers.
Oh yeah.
If Tajay Sharp continues his trend,
you don't know.
We don't know. We don't know what this team is.
It's going to be amazing because you saw Taywan Taylor come back and play great last night.
Yeah,
I mean he was catching everything.
He did. He had a bad week last week.
Yeah,
had a good week of practice, and now carried over to the game.
Carried over to the game. You can see his concentration is a lot better. And he gained in some confidence and everything as far as catching the ball. And again, the thing about Taywan Taylor that you like is that his ability to take the top off the defense.
Yeah, and Jabbar, you might be right, man. He says Jeremy Nichols might become the LeGarrette Blount of the practice squad.
I don't know. I don't. That's the thing about it. You don't know because right now David Fluellen's not playing. He's supposedly hurt. So you don't know how they're going to do that. But again. You got to be careful about guys really showing out in preseason. Like I said, regular season is a totally different ball game.
Yeah, definitely.
And one thing we do notice about Jeremy McNichols, he's able to do some things, but he's not the fastest guy in the world.
He's not, but he's got a good nose for getting in those creases.
Yeah, he can.
And he showed some hands last night.
He showed some hands.
And some ability to leap up somebody. It was like there was the aerobic class last night. People jumping and flipping.
Oh, yeah, everybody's trying to do all that kind of stuff, man. You're going to end up getting hurt and all that. But, it's amazing to watch. But like I said, Jeremy McNichols, the problem I got with him is just overall speed. I don't know how he's going to translate to the regular season. Now, granted, he may be like, he may stand out, but I don't know yet.
So it was a question that came up. I wanted to address Ed McKinnon. He was asking who's going to be the starting nose tackle. You got Austin Johnson right now, but Daquan Jones,
dude, man,
Daquan Jones is a beast.
Man, he's back to form, man. Before he got hurt,
he is really balling right now. I'm really impressed with his ability to press that pocket, which we need,
but also his ability to pursue
sideline to sideline
because they ran that one play, man. And I thought it was going for better yardage, and it ended up going for 2 because he got there, and everybody played their role and cut the man back in. He wiped it up.
That's right.
He cleaned up the tackle and everything. So you like seeing that especially from a guy as big as he is. So. Again, last year he was recovering back from the torn tricep that he had the year before. You can see right now that he looks fully healthy. He's actually moving really good. And like you said, he's pressing the pocket, which is what he was doing before he got hurt.
That's
so, right. The key right now is going to be seeing how he's going to work out, with your boy coming back, Jarrell Casey.
Yeah, so the first cut is after this next preseason game against the Steelers. And so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man.
The first cut is that week after Pittsburgh next week. So.
Yeah, it's going to be. You got to remember the first cut is after Pittsburgh, and then they got a game on that Thursday.
That's right.
Against Chicago.
That's right.
The cut down is going to come pretty quick for a lot of players. And again, excuse me, what the coaches are doing right now, they're looking at film, they're making a decision, which brings up another point. Dane Crishay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Man, he might be in trouble.
I don't know. He might be in. I would say like this. He definitely didn't help his cause last night.
No, he didn't.
I had flashbacks last night. I looked at number 29 last night. I'm like, wait a minute, hold it. Am I seeing a resurgence?
Oh.
I'm like, no, I didn't want to see it.
Oh, not 33, huh?
But I'm telling you, man. I mean, really, in all honesty, I really am concerned about his play, and I don't know what's going on. But, I mean, poor coverage technique.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the falling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just don't get that.
Keep your feet.
Missing tackles. Again, one of those issues where you're overrunning plays or you're in a position to make the play, you're not aggressively pursuing it. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, if you think back to last season, he was in the combines. They said one of his issues was covering people. That's why they had that slot.
Absolutely.
And so I don't know, man. We'll see. He might. You're right. He might be.
Because let's be honest about it now. Amani Hooker.
And somebody else's name, JoJo Tillery.
Oh, yeah.
His name's been getting called a lot, too. So he's making plays. So,
Yeah.
right, he might be in trouble.
But, and you think about it like this. Somebody else who might be having a hard time making the squad, too, is Todd Smith, man.
Yeah.
Man, he on that almost where he made that goal save, that touchdown saving tackle. He had to make that, man, because he came through his hole, man. He overran the play.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you're looking at some things like that. That's why I was saying the second and third string. I mean, with the third string defense, man, you watching them on the field, those third level guys, man. It's like, dude, we got problems here, man. Because I couldn't believe all the falling we were seeing.
There was another one I said, what's going to be the biggest surprise cut of the 53-man roster? I mean, I still think it's a toss-up between Jennings and Khalif Raymond. I really do. And I know Jennings led NFL and kick returns last year. But Khalif Raymond, he could do that too. It's gonna be interesting.
Okay. I like Khalif Raymond, don't get me wrong. I like him. I mean, he showed out last week. He had a couple of good plays last night. But the bottom line is, Khalif Raymond's been cut 8 times.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a reason why he's been cut 8 times.
He's making a strong case this year.
But it's preseason, man.
Yeah, it is.
And like I said, it's preseason, and we've seen plenty of training camp darlings who ended up making the teams, and then you see them in the regular season, and they can't bust the ground. So I don't know if Khalif Raymond getting cut would be a surprise, but I would say really for me it's boiling down to probably 3 players: Tajay Sharp, Taywan Taylor, and Dane Christian.
Yeah.
I just look at those 3 players right there from what I saw last night. Even though Taywan Taylor made a good case for himself, he still played quite a bit. Tajay Sharp not getting open, and Tajay Sharp doesn't play special teams.
Yeah.
So, and then Dane Christian just did not help himself at all. The good thing he got going for him is that he does play good special teams, but you can't just be, one-dimensional on a Mike Vrabel team. He's looking for multi-dimensional players.
Yeah, block, man.
So, he's got to be better at what he's doing.
Now, Will, they want to catch the ball hit the ground, man.
Yeah.
JoJuan Williams got a hand in there and
knocked it out.
Ball hit the ground.
And even play. Corey Davis knew, because even when he got up holding the ball and they said no catch, he didn't even try to argue with him or anything. He just threw the ball to the referee and got back to the huddle.
Yeah. Guys, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Adrian G. Witt.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up. Preseason game 2.
So I think we got to, we talk about the receivers as an interesting battle to make the team that, we got the 5. But then if you look at the tight ends, it's going to be interesting there too. It's going to be tough because you got Ferkser, who can catch. He's got some great hands.
Yeah, but the problem is he doesn't block very well.
And you got McCole Pruitt that can catch and can block.
Yeah.
And so it's those. I don't see them carrying 4 tight ends. If they're gonna carry 6 receivers, but they might just carry 5. I don't know.
Well, last year they only carried 5 receivers.
That's right.
Okay,
that's including Jennings, who plays special teams.
But they end up having to bring some guys on and everything. So it's going to be interesting to see tight end battle. I don't see them carrying 4. I definitely see them carrying 3. The question is going to always be which 3. Now, the other issue you got to look at is like first or Pruitt. Do they play special teams? That's going to be the key for them. First can catch the ball. He's reliable catching the ball. But the bottom line is he's not reliable in blocking situations. I mean, the touchdown play that McNichols has when he first got in the game, when he was running with the ones, got called back because of a hold on first.
That's right.
So, you got to start looking at these things, man, and try to see exactly what's going to go on. It's going to be interesting because, like I said, somebody like Bill Belichick would take somebody like Ferkser, use them in situational plays. Yeah. And, and I know they really don't want to get rid of him because he makes clutch catches, but how they're going to use him is just going to be something that's going to be, I don't know. That whole offensive side of the ball is going to be somewhat of a crapshoot on who's going to get cut and who's going to make it.
Yeah, and we don't know the duration of Jonnu Smith when he's going to actually come back, so that could play a part in.
And I'm sure it will.
In those guys, so...
good question there.
Suckup, he's still hurt. He's still recovering.
Suckup is still recovering
from surgery.
The guy who they're using, Barnard, this guy found out last week that he's actually a punter.
Yeah.
He's actually a punter.
That's right, he is a punter. so that explains his field goal kicking and everything. As far as that's concerned, speaking of punting, man, Brent Kerr, he's already in Pro Bowl form, man. That dude is awesome.
That guy was booting them left and right and looking great. So it's going to be interesting to see. But they got to get this kicking situation resolved fairly fast.
Yeah, man. Fairly fast.
Because definitely this guy, his kickoffs wasn't that good last night.
Right.
And his field goals, I mean, it's just not good to not be able to make field goals, man. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dion. It's going to be tough to keep folks. Again, it just depends on John Lou Smith's injury. If he's going to be out for the first 7 weeks of the season.
They may do that.
I see him staying on.
Yeah, first goes probably will stay then. A lot of it's just going to depend. They can't hide him on the practice squad, that's for sure.
He's gone. He's gone week one.
He's gone. I mean, somebody's going to grab him real quick, and it's going to be one of these offensive-minded people, and he's going to really play hard and play good because he has the thing you like about Furska is that he knows how to get open.
Yeah, he does.
He knows that, and he has great hands.
He has outstanding hands,
and that's the thing you like about him. Yet now he doesn't block very well, but he can get open.
We mentioned Isaiah Mack earlier, undrafted free agent. Guys, I mean... UT Chat.
Yeah.
You got JoJo Tillery from Wofford, undrafted free agent. We talked about him making plays.
Yep.
Amani Hooker's out there. You see how the coaches are in love with him. He's getting a lot of reps with the ones. He's getting some reps with the twos, of course. And then David Long is all over the field, too. So
here's the thing you like about David Long, man. And it bit him a couple of times.
Yes.
It bit him a couple of times.
What you've been saying.
But the bottom line you like about David Long is his aggressiveness.
He's aggressive.
I mean,
he overran some.
He overran some last night. He also missed a couple of tackles he got because he was going too fast and didn't have good form. Mm-hmm. But there was a couple of times where he made good tackles. One time he shot the gap on a run play, made a great tackle and everything. And one time, when Sims missed the tackle and I forgot who else it was that missed the tackle, he came and cleaned it up and he got there so quick. So David Long Jr., you like him, again, with the coaches, what they're going to do is the same thing we said. You like his aggressiveness because that you can coach down.
You can coach it.
You can coach him down to get the discipline that you need, but you can't coach up aggressiveness.
Yeah.
You can't do it. So you like his aggressiveness just the same way you like Amani Hooker's aggressiveness and making his play. Yeah, he should have had that touchdown. I think he probably thought he had a pick six and was already running down the field.
Yes, he did.
But the bottom line, there's a reason why he's a DB. His hands were turned wrong. So that's another reason why he didn't catch the ball.
Yeah, you're right. If we're going to live by field goals, we need to suck up. We don't want to live by field goals. And we got too much offensive power this year on this squad. Is it possible for Kern to punt and kick off? I don't know if he kicked field goal. I've never seen him kick a field goal. I'm sure he has.
I'm sure he's always generally your punter is always your backup as far as field goals, as far as kickoffs are concerned. Yeah. Normally you don't like them do it. It's just the same thing when Craig Hendrick was here.
Yeah.
He was the backup field goal kicker and he did kickoffs for a while. Mm-hmm. So especially when Del Greco's leg got weak and everything, and Gary Anderson's leg was weak. Yeah. Craig Hendrick did the kickoffs and everything. So I mean, it's possible, but I don't know how much they worked on it. You're right, Jabbar.
Let's talk about Finch.
Finch
was balling last night.
Man, got the safety in the end zone, man.
Hey, so they made a good point last night, and it's really true to what they were thinking. They didn't draft the outside linebacker.
No, they didn't.
Because they believe in Finch and Landry.
Yeah, even though Landry didn't play last night.
Even though he didn't play last night, but Finch, man, I'm telling you, the guy is, he's big, he's strong, he's got some edge rush to him.
But think about it. The biggest problem you have with Finch, in all honesty, is him staying healthy.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Because he was hurt a lot last year.
Shoulder
and everything. But he looked like he's bulked up some, got some strength. Again, we saw Harold Landry at the practice, the first practice. He's bulked up and got some strength and is playing the run very well from what we understand and still got his moves. Mm-hmm. So, no, they didn't draft an outside linebacker. They felt like they didn't need it. They like the young guys they got and the backups that they have, too. Plus, the chances are Rashawn Evans is probably can be used out there as well. Mm-hmm. You got Cameron Wake. Mm-hmm. So, you got a lot of opportunities for the backups, the outside linebacker to really do something. And the biggest thing you want to make sure you get done is on run plays and everything, because a lot of times you get these pass rushers from outside linebacker. They're so focused on getting to the quarterback, they overrun the play. The same thing happened to Isaiah Mack. He found out.
That's
He saw that he was going to get a chance to get a sack, and he ran so quick that the quarterback he got pushed out, and the quarterback ran underneath him and ran for the first down. Yeah. So you got to keep containment. It's just part of the learning process.
But we did talk about Roger Scaffold getting blown up.
Yeah, man.
Early in the year, early in the game, and so hopefully that's not a trend of things that come.
Well, here's the thing about it. When you go back and look at it, first of all, when you look at the replay, he came up. He allowed the guy to get it. It shows you what offensive lineman can't allow. He allowed the guy to get his hands on him quick.
He did, and he was too high.
And he was too high, and
so,
it threw him off balance.
Yeah.
And so by the time he could never recover, the guy had him
on skates.
Hit him on skates, pushed him back, pushed him down, and just went to Marcus. Had a clear shot. And granted, it was good that Marcus came out of that without being hurt or anything, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the hit that Isaiah Mack put on Hoyer.
Yeah.
Hoyer, that was Hoyer's last play. He came out.
Oh, he got a real slow.
He got a real slow.
Jayon Brown is balling. We see a drop off for him replacing Williams. I mean, naturally you would, because the leadership that Williams had.
Yeah.
In that aspect, but as far as gamesmanship and athletic ability, I don't think you'll see a drop off. Now tackling, you probably will, because Williams is a good tackler. He's a great tackler.
And here's the thing about it. This is the thing that's curious to me. You got to remember this, people. We don't know how all this is going to shake out.
We don't.
You don't know really. I'm saying Rashad Evans and Jayon Brown, but you never know. You
can't count the veteran out, man.
The veteran. He's going to be in there to make plays, and right now they may be using him specifically just to help the younger guys get in position and everything. But I will say this: Wesley Williams' weakness, which has always been part of it, but it's showing itself more now as he aged, is in coverage on tight ends and everything. He's just not able to keep up.
That's right, and then that's when you go to your nickel package. You bring in Jayon Brown.
Yeah.
You got Rashad Evans. So you got those guys for that, right? And so he just plays his part. He knows he's a first and second down guy. He's now third down linebacker.
And you got your line, and you got your safeties. You got big safeties who are able to cover that too.
Yeah. So guys, again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments here out there.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
2 preseason Titans go down 22-17 to the Patriots.
Sir.
But overall, I'm really excited what I saw, and it was a question that came up here earlier. Can we finally put the quarterback question in situation to rest? I think we can. I think it was over already.
Well, it's only a question and everything among the media and among the fans. As far as the team's concerned, Marcus is the quarterback.
Yeah,
and again, like I said earlier, you find out that even though from a positional standpoint, as far as technique is concerned, Tannehill is good.
Yeah, technically, he's more technically sound. Yeah, I'll give him that.
But Marcus is here's the thing about it. As we always say, your starting QB not only has to be good, he has to be your leader.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, undisputed, Marcus is the leader of this team.
Definitely.
Offensively and defensively, they look to him, and you can see everybody raise their game when he plays.
And you saw after he ran that 2-point conversion. You
saw what happened.
So that's what I'm saying. When he plays like that, man, this team's another level.
This team's another level, and that's the thing about it. He like I said earlier, he's not a guy that can play safe. He can't play cautious. Mm-hmm. But and again, one of the things Marcus is going to always work on, and it's probably just one of the things we got to accept about him, is just getting the ball out quicker.
He's got to get the ball out quicker. He's got to step in his throws.
Yeah.
If he does those small little things, I think we see a career season.
Oh yeah, but I'm interested to see how he's going to play against Pittsburgh, especially after running the 2-point conversion, getting tackled like he did, hitting the ground. Because in the past you've seen it where he gets pushed out of bounds, gets hit out of bounds, pops back up, comes out there to play, and next thing you know, he's just straight up balling. Yeah. And that's what he does.
That's what he does, and they love it. They love it when he gets mixed up like that in the action, and so it just takes his whole team's confidence to another level. So Andrew Luck possibly not playing. Yeah, I'd rather beat Andrew Luck because I think it's a mental thing for this football team to beat Luck, and without him out there, I just don't think it's the same. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll take the victory.
Okay,
don't get me wrong, because it's the vision.
I'm getting ready to say we're going to straight a bunch of people out real quick.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna take the dub either way I get it.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'd rather beat Andrew Luck.
And I understand
that. Coach team.
And I understand that simply because it's that name. You got to get past that.
Yeah.
Because I think once you get past that, first of all, we got past the Colts.
Yeah.
Beating them regardless of who was the quarterback.
Right.
Now you're looking at it like you got to beat them with Andrew Luck because you've had your opportunities in the past and didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because of, I'm just going to put it out there, bad coaching decision.
Yeah.
And so now you got an opportunity to play him straight up. So, but here's the thing about it. Whether he plays or not, we need the W. You know, because Jacoby Brissett is not going to be an easy out either. He's a good quarterback.
He's a reliable backup quarterback.
There was a reason why Belichick, even though he let him go to a good team. He didn't let him just go to anybody. So, Belichick cared about him enough. And you never know. Belichick may want him back. You never know. Because Brian Hoyer, man, I'm telling you. He showed up. I mean, you saw with the interception. That was his problem when he was with Houston. Bunch of turnovers.
Well, Howard, I don't, if he struggles, will they pull him in the game? I don't know, man. We'll see.
No, they won't.
I don't see it. I'm
going to tell you right now. They're going to. Here's the thing about it. Again, what everybody needs to understand about Mariota and what the Titan offense is going to be. A lot of what the Titans offense is going to be, in all honesty, depends on Derrick Henry.
Yeah, definitely.
It depends on Derrick Henry. It depends on him being healthy, him running the field. And again, it's not about him getting 100 yards, 150 yards, but it's about him running effectively. Because if he runs effectively, it takes a lot of pressure off of Marcus. Marcus can get in the pocket and make the throws that he needs to throw. And it also gives receivers time to get open because play action is definitely more effective with Derrick Henry in the game.
Yeah, and it makes a whole world of difference for Marcus's game,
Yeah.
like you said, man. It just puts him in a different situation where he don't feel like he had to carry the load on his shoulders, right?
Well, and let's remember like this: the year that everybody was talking about Marcus was playing good when we had DeMarco Murray his first season.
Yeah.
Think about it. He was running the ball so well, it took a lot of pressure off of Marcus. If you want to protect Marcus and you want him to play well, we got to run the ball effectively. He does not function well without running the ball effectively. He's not going to be Tom Brady, but if anybody knows the history of the game, Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady 2 years after he first started. It took some time. Don't get me wrong, the talent was there.
Yeah.
He played well.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is they weren't throwing the ball 50 times a game back then. They were still running the ball effectively because they were getting running backs to come and play. Corey Dillon, Kevin Falk, all those guys, they were running the ball effectively back then. That's what made Tom Brady Tom Brady. Tom Brady's always been good.
Yeah.
I'm not putting him down on anything. I'm just saying, with young quarterbacks, especially with somebody like Marcus, who's had to deal with everything he has to deal with his injuries history, you need an effective running game.
You have to have an effective running game. And, Jeremy Nichols, we talked about it earlier. We really like, he's a really impressive rookie. The running back room is crowded, but you make this team on special teams in some of the positions.
And Dion, I'm with you.
Yeah.
If Andrew Luck can't pray,
that's
not our problem.
We take it as we come.
As we come.
Yeah, that's right. Brown, you're right. AJ Brown did run some good routes. He was known for a good route runner when he come out of Ole Miss.
That guy's huge.
That guy's huge, man.
Man, I was looking at him. I'm like, he's like another tight end on the field.
So once he gets their playbook down, man.
Oh man,
watch out.
Once he gets fully healthy. And get his feet under him and everything, you'll see he's going to make some plays. He ain't going to make a lot of plays, but he's definitely going to make some plays this year because as he gets more and more comfortable with the game, and again, once he gets comfortable with the speed of the game and the physicality of it, once he gets used to that, you're going to see him make some plays.
That's right. Again, thank you for all the comments and questions. Thank you for joining us, first off.
Absolutely.
And then next off, Ed out there, G Wick. Another episode,
Tighten
week 2 preseason, week 3. Since the game is Sunday night, we will have to do another show. I'll do a show on a different night, so we'll send that out during the week, and more likely to be Monday night. We'll get you out do a little infomercial with my little superstars.
Oh, that's right.
They've been clamoring to get back.
I know
on the
they
camera,
are.
man.
I know they're clamoring to get back on the show and everything. But no, seriously, it should be a good game next week with Pittsburgh. Not sure how long the starters are going to play. I would say a lot of it is going to depend on how fluid the offense is.
Just like last night, right?
Just like last night. They ended up playing three series because the first 2 series were not that good. In the second series, you saw it. They got their feet up under them, went right down the field, started making plays. Boom! Next thing you know, you got 6 points out of it. So, and the defense played good. You saw that the defense actually the starters came out after the second series. Yeah, they played because they shut them down. You're talking about 3 and out, boom, we're done, we're gone. Yeah. So that's what you want to see.
And we might see the first 3 in the whole first half of the game next week. We don't know.
It's going to be situational. I'm going to say it like this because you just don't know with Vrabel.
Yeah.
How he doesn't do things the traditional way. When the Pretty was here, you knew how it was going to flow. But with Vrabel, like I said, if they're flowing good, he'll call. He said, okay, that's it. Because again, for him, I will say I like this about Vrabel.
Yeah.
Preseason don't mean anything to him.
Right.
Preseason was about finding out what players can do and everything, because that's what Belichick was doing. Think about it, man. Yeah. We punt to them. They call a penalty on us.
Yeah.
And he denies the penalty, and they start off deep in their own territory. Situational football. So that's what it was about last night, and that's what it's going to be about Sunday night.
Yeah, I mean, that's just great coaching.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You want to see how your team reacts when they get in certain situations, right?
Exactly.
Backed up, quick change after a turnover. Yeah, so it's a lot of things. So that's just great coaching by Belichick, and that's what makes him one of the greatest coaches in the game.
Of all time, absolutely.
So again, Darnell, G-Wit.
Tighten up, baby.
Halftime adjustments. Join us next week. Hold on, we got another one. Have the Steelers game, I think, here. At least home game. Fly to Chicago. Yeah, they might do that. Because week 4 is usually the game where a lot of people make their careers in the NFL, right?
Well, here's the thing about it. You know, since you brought that up and everything, so the 4th game is basically you're gonna see a lot of players that won't. Tannehill may play a little bit. You know, Marcus probably won't play.
Nah, he won't play.
And you know, Logan Woodside will get a lot of time on there. He's getting a lot of time as it is.
Yeah.
So he gets an opportunity to play and everything. But really, the starting defense probably won't play. You know, most of the starting offensive line probably won't play. Taylor Lewan probably won't play, even though he played good last night with the seconds.
Do we see his real case next week?
It just depends on how he practice this week. Yeah. I think they probably, with him, they'll probably do him and Derek Henry the same way. Their main thing is making sure they're 100% healthy at game 1 against Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't think we see Derek Henry at all these next 2 weeks.
Probably not. Well, if you don't see him Sunday, you won't see him against Chicago at all.
Definitely. Again, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the love. Check out our YouTube channel, H/T Adjustments. I'm sorry, H/T Adjustments. You'll see these videos on there. Join, subscribe to that channel so we can start broadcasting YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what eventually we want to transfer over to, get more people to see the show. And hey, man, good to have you back this week.
Good to be back.
Thank you, Ed, for filling in last week.
Appreciate you, Ed, man.
And we'll catch you guys on the next episode next week.
That's right.
Peace.
Peace.